Hey y'all, I'm going to tell you about the place that I went and visited. I went to Fernandina Beach, which is a place located on Amelia Island. And for those of you who don't know, Amelia Island is the northernmost island in a chain of islands along the northeastern coast of Florida, along the Atlantic coast. There's a lot of historical significance at Amelia Island, as well as like nature and beauty and aesthetics that go along with it. Um, One of the most historical things about Amelia Island is the shrimping business, because the people at Amelia Island were some of the ones who pioneered shrimping and made it as big of a thing as it is today. The island is one of the largest shrimping capitals in the United States, and shrimping is very popular among the locals. To prove that shrimping is important, um, the locals hold a festival each year called Shrimp Fest, which has turned into like a big thing on how to bless the catchers and their catch, I guess. How to the shrimpers go out and they have like shrimp boat races, and there are um, street festivals. There's a parade with like huge floats, and they even have a beauty pageant where they crown a Miss Shrimp Fest, and then a Mr. Shrimp Fest is chosen from the town to kind of represent the population at the festival. Another cool thing about the island is the fort. The Fort Clinch is on Amelia Island. It's at the northernmost point of the island, and it was used in many wars as a great defense from invaders from the Atlantic Ocean. But the fort now serves as a state park where many activities can take place. There are grills. You can kind of go out there and camp and picnic all day. There are 5Ks that run through the fort all the time. Something else that's cool about the island historically is that it's called the Isle of Eight Flags, which kind of relate to the 8 flags that have been flown over Amelia Island along the course of its existence. The flags in order are a French flag, a Spanish flag, a British flag, a Spanish flag, Patriotic Republic of Florida flag, a Spanish flag, Latin American Patriots, Green Cross of Florida flag, Mexican Rebel flag, Confederate flag, and the United States flag. Each of these places have had ownership of the island at some point in time. Usually, the exchanges occurred when questions of whose island it actually is kind of came up. After the island was recognized as part of Florida, and Florida was part of the United States, the mayor decided that it would be best to respect the historical aspect of all of these flags, of the whole island. So he flies all 8 flags. Well, the island flies all 8 flags at the main entrance of the island. So whenever you drive in, you can see all 8 flags, and you know kind of part of the history of the island. Something else that's cool about the island that's not necessarily historical is the nature. The island is a bird sanctuary. The whole island is a bird sanctuary. And there are a lot of beautiful state parks and like nature walks and all kinds of stuff. So it's a paradise for birds. So the island homes more than 470 bird species during their migratory routes every year. So bird watchers love it there, which is kind of cool because you always see some kind of nature somewhere on the island. As a visitor, the beaches are kind of cool. They're very quiet and secluded. They may not be your average, blue water, white sand, Florida beach, but they're very pretty and they're very quiet with a lot of open space. There's also room for a lot of great water activities like surfing, fishing, windsurfing, parasailing. And if you don't really want to do the outdoor water stuff, you can definitely go shopping. Historic downtown is 55 square blocks, and it has a bunch of cool stuff like antique shops, locally owned businesses, and boutiques and stuff like that. One of the boutiques that's actually really cool is a Christmas shop that's open year round. It's like if you want to go buy a Santa Claus in June, you can. Some other great stuff about the historic downtown is the food. Like, you can go eat whatever kind of cuisine that you want while you're there. There's so many different cultured foods there. Brazilian, seafood, you can go get seafood. There's Hispanic, French, all kinds of different food that you can go eat while you're there. There's American burgers and stuff like that, which is kind of cool because it kind of also shows its history and all of the different cultures that are there and that have moved there over time. Amelia Island is definitely worth going and visiting if you want kind of a quieter, more homey experience on vacation. I went because my friend is actually from there and we went together and visited, but I would definitely go back without him. It was a lot of fun and I want to go do all the fun water stuff. So I hope you guys liked my presentation and I hope it makes you want to go visit Amelia Island.